When the year started, you had plans, you had goals, you were so excited. You said to yourself, this is going to be the best of my years. You wrote down in that your beautiful journals things you wanted to achieve and do. Somehow you wanted to complete your master's, your bachelor, go back to school, buy land. Very amazing stuff. But we are in November, and for some reasons, you haven't achieved anything, or you feel like the year just flew by and you didn't have a chance to do anything at all. So we are about 6 weeks to the end of the year. Does it mean that there's really nothing you can salvage? No. So I'm bringing some good news today. There are things you can still do to maximize the end of your year, and that's what we're talking about today. I'll give you 7 very practical tips to maximize the end of this year. And I'll keep this video short because believe me, you do need the time. Welcome, and this is Leading with Glory, a place where young people are changed to be leaders that God can trust and that men will want to follow. Today we are talking about a very simple and urgent theme, which is how to maximize the end of your year. The year is almost over, so what can you do to actually bring in more success? The first thing you need to do to maximize your year is to go on a personal retreat. I know that there is this myth that personal retreats only come at the end of the year, that is the last week of the year. But in your case, you need to salvage your year. So go for that retreat now. I advise that you take 1 day or 2 without distractions, off your phones, go in a remote area, or even if you can't travel, stay in your room, lock yourself up. If you want, add some fasting to eat. But really, take a personal retreat. So what are you going to do during that retreat? This comes the second point. The second thing on the list is to review those goals you had made. Take back the journal. Take back that notebook where you wrote all the things you wanted to achieve. Yes, when you said you wanted to go back to school or buy land, all those very beautiful goals, review them one by one, next step after another. You said you wanted to change your character. You said you wanted to call your parents more often. You said you wanted to go for a certification. Review all those very beautiful goals that you have written, because let me tell you the truth, more often than not, we get a lot of very beautiful revelations and goals and ideas, and we jot them down in notebooks, never to look at them again. So please go back and review those goals. Number 3, assess yourself. When you take a look at the goals you had written, take note, what did you actually achieve? What is done so far? What is still left to be done? Assess yourself critically and in honesty. The worst thing you want to do to yourself when you assess yourself is to lie to yourself. There is no point lying to yourself. Nobody is there. You are the one seeing it, so better be truthful with yourself. So assess yourself in a very critical matter. Don't cut corners. Did you achieve X goal or not? Did you achieve number 3 goal or not? After assessing yourself, the first thing you want to do is to ask yourself this very important question: what distracted me? The truth is that oftentimes we do not achieve our goals not because we did a wrong thing, not because we didn't have the motivation, but just because something distracted us. Time flew by. We had 24 hours a day. We had 4 weeks in a month. We had up to 10 months because now we are in November. And we were just distracted the whole time. We didn't actually sit down with the time that we had. We mismanaged that time. And now we are stuck with results that didn't yield because we didn't put in the work at the right time. We were distracted. So asking yourself this fourth question, what distracted me, is very, very important. Maybe it's social media. Maybe you were too caught up in your job. Maybe you were too caught up being anxious about tomorrow. But what distracted you? And I even want to go a step further. Who distracted you? Who are those people that never fuel focus in your life? They are always fueling gossip. They are always fueling distraction. Whenever they come around you, it's never to do something critical. It's never to help you. They never better you. They just steal your time. Time stealers, thieves. Who are those people? So the fourth thing is to ask yourself, what distracted me? What distracted me? The fifth thing, number 5 on the list, is to ask yourself another very important question. What can I salvage? You read your goals, you assess yourself, you saw the goals that you were not able to achieve, the things that you were not able to do, and you now examine who are the people or what are the things that keep distracting you and stealing off your time. Now the next question is to ask yourself in all humility, what is there to salvage? Is there a goal that you can still salvage? If you said that you wanted to start building a new character, maybe you can still salvage that. What is there that you can salvage between the 20 to 100 goals that you wrote? What is there that you can still try and start doing now? It's true that you cannot accomplish all those goals in 2 months, whereas they were meant to be for 12 months. But let's be honest, there may be 1 or 2 goals in there that you can still salvage and can still accomplish within the 6 weeks that are coming. So better start putting in the time now and better start putting in the work for those 2 now. So this is the 5th question. What can I salvage? And when you know what you can salvage, this brings me to number 6, which is what new goals can I have? Write the new goals. It doesn't have to be the goal for 2026 or the year coming. Goals for the rest of the year. We have 6 weeks, write the goals for the next 6 weeks. You have 2 months, write the goals for the next 2 months. You even have 2 weeks, write the goals for the next 2 weeks. Believe me, you will be shocked by how impressive and how beautiful that looks. And moreover, knowing that you have less time to accomplish the goals, more so will motivate you to do them. You have that adrenaline, you have that motivation because you'll be pressed by the deadline of the 31st of December. So write new goals that you'll be able to accomplish within the next 6 weeks. This leads me to my last and 7th tip, which is decide which habit you have to change. There is nothing that comes from just wishing and hoping. You need to put in the work, and part of those work is changing some habits. If part of the things that distracted you, stole your times were friends, maybe for the next 2 months or 6 weeks, you need to cut off some friends and have some time alone to do the work you needed to do. Maybe you were always procrastinating, I'll apply to that school tomorrow. Maybe you need to set out regular time frames where you sit down and you take that exam and you take the prepare test and you apply to those schools. If you decided that you were going to look at your budgeting to buy some land, maybe it's time that you look at all your investments during the year, what your savings look like, what your budget looks like, and try and see if there's something you can do. The thing is, you need to build a new habit. If you want to achieve some things in 6 weeks, and these are goals that you really wanted to do in a year, it means that you have to cut off some of the sleeping time. You have to cut off some of the social media time. You have to cut off some of the friendship, social life time. It doesn't mean it's not good, but it just means that you have a priority now to get these goals done before December 31st. So again, if I had to recap, I told you a playlist. 1, take a personal retreat. Second thing, as I said, review those goals that you had and then assess yourself critically. Then ask yourself the question, what or who distracted me? What can I salvage? Write the new goals and then decide practically which habit you have to change. I'll leave you with a simple analogy of mine. I realized that social media was very draining for me and that when I have a lot of work to do and that I'm stressed about that work, rather than sleeping to actually regain my energy or do something productive, I will easily doom scroll, and I found myself doom scrolling on Instagram for 30 minutes the first day, then 1 hour the next day. Then on the third day I was like, this is not it. I better sleep than doing this. But I kept on doing it again and again for about a week. Then I got tired and I said to myself, I'm putting a limit on this. And I downloaded a time app that actually puts a limit. So now I have a limit. And when I need to change the amount of time that I get per day, they ask me for a PIN code. Do you want to know what that PIN code is? It is 2026 for the next year. Because guess what? Each time that I want to increase the amount of time that I have to spend on social media, I will have to type 2026, which is the next year, which reminds me of the fact that you are going somewhere glory. 2026 needs to be better. And for 2026 to be better, you need to be better now. That is a reminder. It's a very simple thing I did, but maybe you can try to change your pin to 2026 or the next year coming. Change your pin to something that will remind you that there is a goal ahead of you. And the last tip of advice I'll actually give you is, I hope that what is motivating you is not just mere feeling, because feelings in terms of motivations will run dry. But I hope that what is motivating you is a deeper sense of purpose, a deeper sense of why do I actually want to grow and be better. And if that is the case, and you put in the work that is required and follow these 7 tips that I just gave you, I can guarantee you that you'll be able at least to salvage some of your goals within this year. Okay, this is the end of it, and it was my immense pleasure. I hope that, and I know that you got a lot of things from this. So please share, subscribe, drop a comment, drop even the number of goals you're trying to achieve within this 6 weeks frame in the comment section. Share it with a friend that needs it. Have a great end of your day or night. Goodbye.